Good evening and welcome to Silverstone. You join myself, Craig, and Malk as always for tonight's Invictus F1 Performance League. It is round 5, the British Grand Prix, and as I said earlier on, we are at Silverstone, the home of British motorsport. The 5.8 kilometre 18 turn circuit is a firm favourite for fans and drivers alike. Malk, good evening.
Craig, good evening to you. You alright?
I'm very excited about tonight's race. Looks like we're going to have 16 drivers tonight, and looking at the championship table, it's certainly shaping up to be another fantastic race and another exciting season.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be one of those another cracking moments at Silverstone where it's the whole. So I say this. It's the whole of the British, and I'll say it again, the British Grand Prix. What can you do at Silverstone? Okay, here's a question for you actually, Craig. Do you prefer Silverstone, or do you prefer like the old tracks like Brands Hatch or the old Silverstone? You know, like where before they amended it, like since 2010, I think it was.
Yeah, I was a firm favourite of Silverstone. Brands Hatch is quite a fun track to drive as well. But since the redevelopment with the wing and the new pit lane and
Yeah.
moving the start to well, basically moving it from Cops to where it is at the moment, it's just exciting. I think that really changed the character of the track, and there's certainly nothing more fun than going flat out through Cops and then that exciting section that's Maggots, Beckett's, and then eventually Chapel, running down the hanger straight into Stowe. It's probably one of the most exciting sectors of any racetrack in the world. And I know,
Yeah.
that might be a bit biased because, it is our home Grand Prix, but
We're not
certainly,
biased.
certainly with this year's cars, there's nothing more exciting than going through Maggots and then through turn 11 and then into the challenging turn 12 and 13. And if you get that bang on, it is an exhilarating ride, and if you could even pull off a nice overtake that we saw Verstappen do on Rosberg, that makes it even more exciting, but maybe a bit more trickier in the Formula One game than actual real life. And are you a fan of it yourself, Malk? And if so, what's your favourite section of the track?
Luckily enough, I've been to it last year at Silverstone, so experiencing it at Silverstone, my first ever F1 race last year, and looking around the track, it's just absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love how they've done all the sections of the track as well. Um, the best one I've ever seen is between Stowe and Club, because that's where I saw most of the actions of like the overtakes before like before the start finishing line. And I'll just tell you what, Craig, I remember Vettel and Verstappen. Verstappen was just going hell for leather against Vettel from Stowe to Club. And I'll never forget that moment where we thought, oh, go on, my son. You can do it if you're being Kiwi. Shamefully wasn't English on that one, so or British, shall we say, on that one. But Hamilton won that day, and that was made it even more special. But like I said, Craig, I love Silverstone. Don't get me wrong, I love the track. I wouldn't say I'm quicker on the track, but I love the track in that sense, if you know what I mean. But I prefer Stowe as like the main one to look out for, and obviously the one for overtakes is obviously from turns 5 on that first DRS straight, and then cops. I call it corpse for some strange reason on that one. So, but yeah, I can't wait for tonight, and I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah, and you can sometimes actually pull off a cheeky little overtake on the run down towards Stowe as well, with that second DRS zone. So we might see some overtakes down into Brooklands, and slow as well, or we might even see some overtakes up the inside, or for the braver of us around the outside of Cops. So plenty of room to overtake, and as you can quite clearly see from Mark's reaction, it is a dry qualifying session, and it looks as if the weather is absolutely perfect for qualifying, Mark.
I can't see any clouds. It's just like, hello, let's have a dry quali on this. I'm hoping we'll have a shock of a race, shall we say, for mixed. Actually, question: do you expect dry race or do you expect mixed conditions?
Well, we've actually just had a report come in from the pit lane, Malk. It is a dry race as well as a dry qualifying session. So, yep, all guys can go flat out. Just before we continue, quick good evening to Lance Stroll, who joins us for tonight's stream, as well as Gareth, aka Captain Stiff, after a great commentary from himself last night in the No Assist League.
Oh, definitely. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoy the stream and chill out, chillax, and let us enjoy your company on the racing. Make sure you comment and give us some questions while we're doing the stream. We would love to hear your views of the race. And I forgot to say, the best ever overtake I've ever seen at Silverstone?
One of mine?
At Invictus. Yes, one of yours as well. See, I knew you was going to say that on that one. Do you remember Fascone? I can't remember who it was against. With Fascone, before Cops, he driven right around the outside, and he was just like, that was an immense overtake, which I've never seen before. And I even got that clip, and Fascone would be like, hey, yes, nice, that's good. But yeah, yours, Craig, if I remembered it right, you did some quality overtakes. But yeah, the Flying Scotsman, the original Flying Scotsman. We've got another Flying Scotsman of Wavingtail racing.
Well,
tonight.
actually, I pulled off a very nice overtake going out of Fareham, aka turn 2 into turn 3. Just catching one of the drivers unawares last night in the No Assist League. But just a quick comment to tyre strategy. It can be a one-stop strategy. Certainly the super soft strategy is very, very achievable. We did see some of the drivers opting for the mediums last night, playing it safe. And as always, Sir Spud on the soft tyre early on in qualifying.
You was about to say supers, weren't you, Craig?
I was. I just had to catch myself. So we're just riding on board with the Ferrari of Nitrogash as he makes his way down towards Vale and then into Club round turn 17. That little kink turn 18 as he begins his opening hot lap, just approaching Abbey, and it is absolutely flat through turn 1 and absolutely tight to that apex at turn 2 to line up. Turn 3, getting the car turned in 4th gear, coming back round towards turn 4. Little bit off the apex at turn 4 for Nitrogash, but getting on the power very early in that Ferrari, making his way down towards Brooklands.
While you're watching that, Craig, I'm watching Sir Spud in the soft tyre, as you thought it was the Super Softs. I'll let you off with that one at the very start of the stream. So we're watching Sir Spud coming up to the first DRS straight now with the soft tyre. But what's your times? What do you reckon, Craig, before someone makes their times tonight?
Yeah, I think we're going to be expecting times round about the low 1 minute 30s, possibly high 29s.
I reckon 28s, Craig.
Oh,
I reckon 28s.
Yeah, and as Mark said earlier on, guys, post your comments to what you think the pole lap time is going to be. So we do have an opening lap of a 1:30.9 from the Taurus and the Haas, followed by Wavingtail in the Renault, and that's been beaten by McLugpy in the Renault with a 1:29.6. So we're right on board with the Bookster as he comes round turn 18, and it's a 1:30.7, which is good enough for second at the moment. But Nick Thompson takes second from him in the Toro Rosso with a 1:30.3.
Yeah, that is some good cracking times there, Craig. But the Spud's just gone past Stowe, coming up to Club now, coming to the last few corners now in the soft tyre. He might get 31s, is a guess?
Yeah, I think that's going 30? To be... Oh, it's a 1:30.4. That is an absolutely fantastic time in the soft, but the Red Bull certainly mighty around Silverstone, especially Sector 2.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, which cars do you reckon will be more powerful? I know you got Mercedes, I know you got not the Ferraris, but overall in track wise with Silverstone, what do you reckon should be doing well tonight?
We should certainly see a strong performance from Ferrari and Mercedes, but especially from Force India as well. Certainly that Mercedes power unit is very overpowered round this track, especially for those long straights and with DRS assistance.
Yeah, true. I think you are definitely right there, Craig. But obviously, that's what we're expecting. But this is the Performance League. Anything could happen. Anything could happen tonight. Whoa! Oh, what a lap! Oh, what a lap for Meg Lumpy! He has improved, Craig. He's the one. He has improved since he joined Invictus last season in F3. He has improved left, right, and beeping centre. And I'll tell you what, guys, he's one to watch tonight if he keeps going
And
like
I'll
that.
tell you what else could be worth watching tonight, Mark. The continuing battle between Mr. Stim and the Bigster, both in McLaren cars tonight, separated by 8 thousandths of a second in qualifying. So
Oh,
that is going to be incredibly close tonight.
yeah. Who do you reckon will win it out of them two?
Well, Mr. Stim does have the upper hand at the
Oh!
moment, but the Boogster is in top form and high on confidence, leading the championship at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. He's been really good lately, to be fair, especially with that big boost of a win at Singapore as well for the Bookster. But can I say something now, Craig? The new guy, TUF Sheo, has just got up to second.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic qualifying lap from the Williams.
Oh, that's a cracking lap. But what's Mr. Stim doing? He's going for it. He's going for this lap. He's not improved better on his second sector, Craig. This is going to be very tough. He's coming up to Stowe Corner now. Oh, holds that car for dear life there with the McLaren. Always going back to the pits. Don't tease us. We need some more battles here. Oh, Jake, Giuseppe, Saab and Tej, Craig, have not done the laps in yet. But Jake will start his in a bit.
Yeah, and Giuseppe just getting out the way there of the Williams of TUF Shio, I believe that was.
Yeah, definitely. Jake, as I said before, I'll say this from the start, he's improving every week. So he's got a good boost with, obviously, with Spud in fifth with the two teammates as well. But where do you think Jake will be in the soft tyre before he crosses the line, Craig?
I certainly think he should at least be in the top 10. We've seen that Sir Spud can certainly do it in the Red Bull with the soft, so I'm expecting a Mercedes powered car to be round about there.
Oh, definitely. And he's got a first sector time of 28.4.
Yeah, and
I still think that's a little bit low.
Giuseppe in the Toro Rosso, just starting his hot lap as well, has the track all to himself, so a lot of clean air. At the moment, it looks as if there's slight traffic ahead, and that's cars just coming out of the pits going on their outlap, but they will be very quick to get out the way from Giuseppe, who's hoping to qualify very strongly here.
Yeah, hopefully. I was going to say, what I always get messed up on Maggots and Beckett's. I don't know why, but I just never get that assist right. Even though I can get through where I wanted to hit it to, but if you don't get that right, you would lose probably about 3 seconds, possibly.
Yeah, you can certainly gain or lose a lot of time if you don't hit the first two corners perfectly. It certainly just throws out the whole entire rhythm of that section of track.
Yeah, let's just see how it goes now with Jake. He's on the 30s, 30.6.
Yeah, and Tejo are just coming out of turn 18 at the moment, starting his one and only qualifying session. He could possibly have fuel on board enough for 2 laps, but certainly leaving he's certainly leaving it very late in qualifying as he goes deep out of turn 3. So definitely going for a double hot lap here.
But regarding tyre strategy, Craig, what would you have gone for the super softs as what majority of people would have done, or would you have gone gambled as like Mr. Spud and Jake gone for the soft
Well,
tyre?
I'm just looking at the overall qualifying times, starting from 29.5 down to about Giuseppe in 10th. Separated by 1.2 seconds. Would I really want to be battling in that midfield on the same tyres? Probably not. So I would have opted for something different going on the soft initially. But again, it comes down to track and ambient temperature. So if the temperature's really going to be high later on in the race, then it makes sense to be on the supers later on in the race. If it's going to be low temperatures, then it makes more sense being on the harder tyre compound. That it gets it into that operating window and really maximises grip.
Yeah, as long as you've got good tyre wear. I mean, last night I had some trouble with tyre wear. I don't know why, but I had to pit in at lap 9 with the super softs, and Ted just moved to 7th, so that was a good lap from him. To be fair, I struggled, and then I just luckily managed to hold on to the mediums till the end of the race, which that's not the greatest strategy I did, but it is one way to do it, but it is really slow. But if you can do super soft softs in one lap, in one pit stop, that's fantastic. You've done that really well.
I'm just watching TUF Shio. Looks as if he's ran out of fuel possibly, just allowing the fast traffic to get by. He's just sitting, trying to get offline at Stowe. But a few cars having to avoid him a little bit and possibly compromising their turn entry.
Yeah, Nick LJ Thompson has improved his time, but he's still stuck on 3rd, Craig. But where's Meg Lugby? Meg Lugby's come out and he's doing his actual lapping now. So this is going to be very interesting to see. Oh, Sam! Oh, the Scooter Ferrari, fantastico, magnifico! And there's 10 seconds left. Oh my God, Meg Lugby!
Yeah, McLugby did beat his time, but still not close enough to actually retake provisional pole from Saab, and the checkered flag comes down to finish the qualifying session. So at the moment on provisional pole, it's Saab and the Scuderia Ferrari, should I say? Still can't say that. McLugby currently sitting in second place with TUF Shio, and the Williams in third. Tejwar comes with a checkered flag on 4th position, and the Red Bull with Nick Thompson 5th, and the Toro Rosso still on a hot lap, down on his sector 2 time. So it looks as if it's unlikely he's going to be improving from 5th. Mr. Stim finishes qualifying currently in 6th, but MJ Coupe currently behind in the Haas in 7th. Can he improve, dropping Mr. Stim down that grid?
He struggled in Maggotts and Beckett's, Craig. Just watching Spud. Oh, Spud is messed up on Maggotts and Beckett. I don't know why I said Maggotts and Beckett. It's Maggotts and Beckett. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, MJ Coupe unable to improve from that previous lap time. So Spud in the Red Bull. Oh, and he's actually backed out of it. So TU Shio and the Williams takes provisional pole with 1 minute 50 remaining. Saab in the pits. But McLugby coming round club at the moment, down in 3rd with a 29.4. Can he improve? Retaking provisional pole. It does not improve, so he will start on the clean side of the track in 3rd. So it's an impressive opening qualifying session, his first race to the Performance League from TUF Shio.
Oh my God, Craig. What do you say about that?
Absolutely exciting, and we are going to have one cracking race. So the classifications are in from the qualifying session. It is Shio on pole and the Williams. Saab takes 2nd in the Ferrari. McLugby in 3rd. Tejwar 4th. 5th is Nick Thompson with the Boogster in 6th, beating his rival Mr. Stim and the fellow McLaren, who qualifies in 7th. 8th is MJ Coupe, Sir Spud in 9th, Nitrogash in 10th, Jake Warrior 11th, SJD in 12th, with Giuseppe in 13th, Notorious 14th, Wave Intel 15th, and Fascone in the Force India in 16th.
Fair play, Craig. I was trying to help you there, trying to get that quick on the standings, but that was just close. But
yeah, so exactly. What do you say? Yeah, it is shaping up for an exciting race. And TF Shio has actually pressed start before the 2 minute period. So TF Shio, should I say, very eager to get this race underway. Possibly being excited from taking pole position, his first race of the season. So it is a standard one-stop race, but it'll be interesting to see who may take a chance for the two-stop, trying to get out of traffic early on the race. So we do go to the grid. It is 2 lights, 3 lights, 4, 5 red lights. We are go here at Silverstone, and it is a great start from Shio from pole position. The Ferrari of Saab tries to come across to cover off the Renault of McLugby.
I don't know who it was. The McLaren car just broke suddenly, and it lost. One of the Haas cars has damaged completely there.
Yeah, McLugby and Tejwar going side by side through turn 4. Bit of a contact, and it looks as if the McLaren was a bit out of shape. That could have been the Mr. Stim, but it looked as if he's recovered it there, Malk, and he's actually still in the race. It looks as if there was a bit of an incident at turn 5 with all cars jostling for position, but Mr. Stim under pressure from MJ Coupe behind.
Yeah, while you're watching that, Craig, I'm watching at the back of the grid, but there's been some issues going on because the Spud has dropped right down to 14th now, battling out with his teammate in 13th with Jake Warrior. But Nitro Gas ran really wide there at Cops, allowing Mr. Stim to close him down as we come through Max and Beckett's. Nitro Gas going deep at turn 10, really struggling with downforce compared to Mr. Stim behind in the McLaren. Yeah, but Nitro Gas is holding on for dear life against Mr. Stim in the McLaren car. He's got to have at least one wings, at least. Oh, side by side with Jake and Giuseppe. Jake is just in front in 12th, and what a move from Jake. Oh, nearly lost out there.
Yeah, Mr. Stim continuing to put pressure on Nitrogas as we come out of club turn 18, starting lap 2 of 26. So Mr. Stim looking to get the moves done on Nitrogas and get chasing after the big star.
Yeah, because these two guys, before race, these two are having like ding-dong battles with battles going on left, right, and centre. Whoa! Giuseppe and Frascani and Jake Warrior, they're having a ding-dong battle here with the two Force Indias, and the Force India sandwich with Giuseppe.
Yeah, you're right there, Mark. There's a little bit of wheel banging, but Jake Warrior compromised his exit out of turn 5, and that allows Mr. Spud to have a go on the inside at Brooklands.
And he's took it well. Frascani's got wide, which has brought us SJD moved up to 14th now.
Yeah, and Sir Spud looking to make up those positions that he lost at the start of the race.
Saab's closing on TUF. Oh, Maggers and Beckett's now. Oh, this is going to be one fantastic race in here, Craig. What do you say? What do you say?
Yeah, it looks as if Shio was getting a little bit out of shape at the exit of Beckett's there, and that allowed Saab to just get the better exit, start to close down TF Shio on the run down towards Stowe, just catching a little bit of dirty air at turn 15 as we make our way down towards Vale and Club.
Yeah. I'm watching MJ Coupe and Jake Warrior for 10th and 11th respectively, Craig, because while you're watching that Saab and Shio battle, but Jake, ding-dong battle here for wheel banging, because of that holding on, Giuseppe lost out a little bit, he clipped on Jake's car, and he's lost out a bit, which has brought some Spud into his play now. I don't know what to say, Craig.
Yeah, we're just coming out of turn 5 on that run down towards Brooklands. The gap between Shio and Saab holding at half a second. So Saab unable to close down Shio despite that Ferrari power unit.
I'll tell you what, Craig, we've got a 10 car, a wish. From 10th place, we've got quite a few cars battling out. We've got MJ Coupe in 10th, we've got Jake Warrior in 11th, we've got Spud in 12th, SJD 13th. Oh, Giuseppe saw the gap! Oh, come on! Oh,
Saab caught up in that dirty air, runs well wide at Cops again. So, he's struggling with the rear end of that Ferrari, really struggling with the dirty air coming off that Williams ahead.
but Jake's moved up to 10th. Oh, what a move from Jake! Oh, sorry, Craig. I'll let you carry on.
Yeah, Saab could be coming under pressure from McLugby, just behind, 1 second behind in the Renault. So Saab possibly starting to feel the pressure, and that's maybe why we're seeing some mistakes from Saab at this point in the race.
Yeah. Queen is not going to sing under pressure with David Bowie on that one. But I'll tell you what, this is unbelievable moments here. MJ Coop's pitted. Oh, he's lost his front wing, Craig. He has lost his front wing. That's why he's pitted.
Yeah, disaster from MJ Coop. We might see MJ Coop going on the mediums, hoping to get them lasting 22 laps in the race, Malk.
They don't last 22 laps, do they?
I don't think they last as long as that, so they're going to need some real care and attention to last that long for MJ Coop.
I think he's going to have to go for 6.
Giuseppe trying to put pressure on SGD coming out of turn 5 on the run down towards Brooklands.
Oh, sorry, Craig, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Shale's struggling with the Williams. But Saab, before the race, I mean, Saab has been really struggling with the league so far, but he has improved in tonight's race in the Ferrari, and he needs to catch up to Shale to get that boost of the win.
Yeah, because McLugby is within touching distance of Saab ahead, so Saab wanting to get past this Williams of Shio as quick as possible because McLugby is lining up. Oh, he's trying to go down the inside of Snow. Can he pull off? He does. Shio does not fight too hard. Shio trying to do the cutback on the the inside Snow. Will he see an inside move into club? We don't. So Shio just holding position at the moment, but McLugby just holding on to Shio and Saab ahead.
Yeah, this isn't going to be a ding-dong battle. Oh my God, Shio closing in on Saab.
Yeah, just had a little look on the inside and the run up towards Abbey. Runs wide out of turn 2 at Fareham and just comes back across onto the racing line. So keen to continue the pressure on Saab and the Ferrari as we exit turn 5, running down towards Brooklands in the first DRS on.
Yeah, but like I said, it's going to be interesting moments, but Shayo's going on the inside.
Yeah, has a little look up the inside at Brooklands. Just can't outbrake that Ferrari at the moment. So really trying to drive the wheels off that Williams, but a little bit of oversteer coming out of turn 7 at Luffield that was, and that will allow McLugby to close down the gap to Shayo. The gap currently 0.3 of a second.
They're going wide of Corpse, Craig.
They're trying to keep the power down through Corpse, and they're actually misunderstanding the dirt here. They're losing the downforce at the front end of the car, and the front wheels just cannot get the grip.
No, Jake's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We did see a few penalties, but we missed them. But
Tej Watkins a dive up the inside of Snow and actually pulls it off, but it looks as if there was carbon fibre breaking off one of the cars. Not sure if it was the Red Bull or the Toro Rosso. So it was the Toro Rosso that has actually lost a part of the front wing, and the Bookster looking to close down Nick Thompson.
No, Nitro, no! Oh no! Oh my God! Who's that?
Yeah, there's a spin from Nitrogas there. Mal, did you catch what was actually happening there?
Yeah, I watched it. You know the start finishing line straight, Craig. You got the Bookster just in front. Nitro went on the inside. The gap was there, no problem, but as I don't know if it was brought the Bookster drifted out, I don't know, but Bookster tried to get back into the track and he clipped Nitro, and both cars are off track, and I don't know what car hit Nitro, because I think they must have lost a little bit of front wing damage there. I don't know who had the problem.
Well, hopefully we'll get feedback after the race from Nitrogas. We've got yellow flags in Sector 1, so possibly someone running wide there in Sector 1.
It's Notorious is run wide on turn 3, I think.
Well, after
Giuseppe,
overtaking Shio, Saab is starting to open up the lead. The gap is now 2.7
whoa!
seconds, and Saab looking to control the race at this point.
Yeah, Giuseppe, what are you watching that crowd? Giuseppe just went past the SJD, which brought SJD off track of that one.
Yeah, Mr.
So,
Stim goes deep at club. That allows Wave Intel to close the gap down to Mr. Stim as we begin lap 7 of 26. But McGlugby continues to close down Shio in the Williams as we come through turns 4 and 5 at Arena.
what laps do you reckon the guys will pit?
Should expect the pit window to be round about between laps 9 and 11. We may see drivers taking a little bit of a risk going for the undercut. Drivers such as McLugby and Wave Intel, who are right on the gearbox of the drivers ahead, we may see a little bit of a gamble for an early pit stop. And
would you have gone for it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the undercut is quite mighty here at Silverstone. I actually utilised that last night myself, so we may see some similar tactics tonight.
Let's see who's going to play the cards right, who will be the joker, and who will be the ace of the pack on that one, Craig.
Well, we've intel on the gearbox of Mr. Stim's McLaren as we come through Maggots, Beckett's in Chapel.
What are you watching that, Craig? McLugby's still closing on Shao.
The door's open there. Mr. Stim left the door wide open and inside the stone. Wave Intel almost took that opportunity, but he decided to take a more safer approach. So Wave Intel just remaining patient at the moment.
What happened there, Craig? Sorry.
Yeah, on the run down towards Stowe, Mr. Stim actually left the gap on the inside wide open. Wave Intel had a little look on the inside, but it just was too far behind to make a move in towards Stowe.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I thought it was going to be like intense moments here, and it is intense moments, but fair play to Saab, who's pulling away 5 seconds from Shao. So, correct me if I'm wrong, the pit lane here is like the longest of the grid of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's certainly one of the longest pit lanes on the Formula 1 calendar. It's round about 25 seconds, so you can really lose a lot of time with that 60 kilometres an hour speed limit. I think it's approximately 40 miles an hour, so one of the slower pit lanes as well.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But that's why you need to make sure it's like a one-stop instead of a two-stop, unless we have a safety car.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Mark, but McLugby gets a great exit out of Beckett's and gets alongside Shio on that run down towards the hangar straight into Stowe. Gets the move done under DRS, but Tedgwar just behind the Williams as well. Shio really struggling with the Williams through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel.
Wave, it's out closely on Mr. Stim now, coming up to Club. Wave!
Yeah, tries to go round the outside at Vale. Has the inside at Club, but Mr. Stim just keeps the pace down on the McLaren, keeps the nose ahead, taking the lead out of turn 18.
I tell you what, Craig, Wave Intel, if he pulled that off against Mr. Stim, I would have, that would have been my overtake of the race. I don't care if it was a better one or not, but that was like, I'll go around the outside and cut through the inside of the next 2 corners, and he would have had a run in.
Well, it's an interesting tyre strategy from Shio, going for the medium tyres where the softs would have gotten right to the end. It was a strategy that we saw from Jamie last night in the No Assist League, and he said that he really had to fight hard against drivers that had opted for the soft after the first pit stop. So we'll see how Shio performs on the medium tyre compared to those that may come in for the soft.
Yeah, we might come in there, but Craig, if you come up to Wave Intel, the Flying Scotsman and Mr. Stim, Stim is holding on for 4th place at the minute, but he clipped the grass. But this is a run in now for Wave Intel. Oh, come on!
Yeah, and the Bigster in the other McLaren just behind the Renault, so Wave Intel comes out with the toe. Tries to go round the outside at Stowe, can't get it done. Tries now for the inside. He will have a run on Mr. Stim down into Vale. Oh, goes for the inside at Vale, but round outside. Gets his nose ahead in the Renault, so great overtaking move from Waving Tail. And he can actually start to chase down McLugby. Who actually, McLugby does pit on lap 10. So clear air for Tedjar, who can now chase down Saab and the Ferrari. Gap 7.4 seconds. Waving Tail currently in third, 8.8 seconds behind Tedjar, with Mr. Stim currently slightly behind in the McLaren.
He's doing really well again, Craig, Mr. Stim.
And also Jake Warrior, who'd actually started on the softs, as well as Sir Spud, back up to 5th and 6th.
Sorry, Craig.
Yeah, the battle continues between Shayo and McLugby. So this could be interesting. McLugby on the soft, while Shayo and the Williams on the medium. Shayo possibly thinking that the Williams really harsh on tyres, and that's possibly the reason why he opted for the harder tyre compound.
I mean, that's what I went for as well, Craig, last night, because everyone else would have thought done the 2-stop, like a quicker one, but obviously everyone went for the 1-stop after like 10 to 15 laps of the super softs, and then going for the soft tyre to last the rest of the race. It was just unbelievable. Fair play.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Mark, but Jake Warrior just went round the outside at Mr. Stim down at Stowe, and Mr. Stim's had enough on these super soft tyres and comes into the pits.
The top three have pitted.
Yeah, and Saab from the lead takes a medium tyre. So will that come back to haunt him later on? Because it looks as if Tedjar has went for the softs. So possible mistake from Ferrari on that strategy call. Certainly not for the first time.
No, but wait and see. Oh, Mr. D just managed to get past Saab. So Saab's just coming out for 5th place at the minute, Craig. But this is just bad news.
Yeah, and Saab stuck in behind the SJD, Malk, as you were saying, and that's really going to compromise his strategy because these drivers are fighting for position.
Oh, the Bookster and Wave and Tell, they're in a ding-dong battle here, but it looked like Bookster had the corner, but clipped Wave. Wave lost the car a little bit there, but hopefully he hasn't got damage on his front wing there, Craig. But Saab's closing in on SJD. Coming up to Cops. Oh my God. Oh, coming up to Maggot and Beckett. Don't do this. Do not do this to us, guys. Yes. I do not want a heart attack.
Saab not risking that at the moment. He's been involved in a few incidents this season already, so certainly taking a conservative approach. He knows that TUF, Shayo and McLugby are behind battling, but Saab trying to go down the inside at Stowe, and on fresher tyres gets that move done.
Meg, yeah, fair play to him. Sorry to interrupt you there, Craig, but I thought Meg was going to go around the outside. He's going.
Yeah, he might go on the inside at Vale. He doesn't, so he decides against it. So McLugby just biding his time at the moment.
Yeah, but they don't want to stay too long, Craig, because obviously the tyre wear around here. Don't you agree? It eats up a lot more, or is it because of the setup?
No, certainly the front end can suffer if you're stuck behind a driver, and especially if you're battling. That front left tyre can take a hell of a battering. Yeah,
there's quite a few people have got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and Nitro has got the fastest lap of 1:32.5, Craig.
Yeah, and Waventel still cannot find a way past TUF Shayo despite being on the quicker tyre. So he's still stuck behind that Williams. As we approach almost half distance, we're on lap 12 of 26.
Oh, this is intense moments. I mean, the top, Jake in first, fair play to him, Spud in second, Giuseppe in third, Saab in fourth, SJD in fifth, TUS Shale in sixth, McLugby in seventh, Basconi in eighth, Tom in ninth, Nick LJ Thompson in 10th, the Bookster 11th, Wave Intel 12th, Mr. Stim 13th, Nitrogas 14th, MJ Cube 15th, and Notorious is 16th. But we have Tom just went past Vasconi now.
Yeah, gets it done with DRS and fresher tyres, but also quicker tyres as well. So Tom moves up to 8th, currently stuck behind the battle between Shayo and McLugby, who are actually stuck behind SJD, who's yet to make a pit stop.
No, it looked like SJD's braked at the first corner, unless he's lifted a little bit. But you need to go full flat.
Yeah, either full pelt or just a little lift if your car's really struggling with the downforce. So Shayo makes a move up the inside, running down towards Brooklands, and should get that move done. But Big Lugby also trying to go down the inside, but SGD just shuts that door. And Shayo could use this as an opportunity to break away from McLugby, as McLugby looks to chase down SGD as we approach cops.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no!
Yes, SGD runs wide. That allows Big Lugby to come alongside. Will we see? Wheel. Oh, SGD lifts. He does not want to fight McLugby at that point in the race. He knows that this is not his fight.
No, it's not. Never in the days on that one, Craig. But Nick Houghton jumps to score a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I haven't kept up who's got the penalties at the minute, so it could be anything happens tonight. So, risking it for a biscuit, for a club biscuit?
Yeah, Wave and Tail trying to go down inside of the Boogster at Stowe. Just couldn't get alongside enough as the Boogster just shuts the door. Mr. Stim 4/10 behind the Renault of Wave and Tail. So Wave and Tail currently in a McLaren sandwich.
Yeah, I think this is going to be very intense moments here.
Tedua, bit out of shape there from the Williams of SJD. Round turn 3, that allows Tedua to close right on the gearbox of the Williams as we begin the run down DRS zone 1 towards Brooklands. DRS open for Tedua. Will we see a move up the inside towards Brooklands? And we do. So Tedua takes 6th from the Williams of SJD as we come round Brooklands and Luffield.
Oh, fair play on that one, but it's just intense. Nick!
Oh, big slide from Saab going through Stowe, possibly catching a little bit of the dirt here from the Toro Rosso of Giuseppe.
Sorry, Craig, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but what a move from Nick. Vasco just thought, just took 8th there, Sunshine. No, I'll just get 8th, and I'll see you later, Sunshine. And that's what's happened.
Yeah, Saab taking 2nd from Giuseppe under DRS conditions up the inside of Stowe. So Saab moves up to 2nd, currently behind Sir Spud in 1st, who's yet to make a pit stop.
Oh my God, Craig. Sir Spud, Giuseppe, SJD and Fasconi, SJD's now pitted, but they're the ones who have not pitted.
Mr. Stim tries to move up the inside of Vale on Wave and Tail, but just could not get the car to slow down enough to make a move up the inside. And Wave and Tail just continues round the outside, and maintains 10th place at the moment. But it looks as if Wave and Tail could come under a lot of pressure from Mr. Stim as we approach the first DRS zone.
We've got a train of Fasconi from 8th all the way down to 12th, Craig. This is intense. Absolutely intense moments here. And I tell you what, this is absolutely intense. And I can't stop repeating. But Booster! Mr. Stim's closing on Wave and Tail. The Booster!
He's trying to go up the inside of Luffield. Has a better grip compared to Fasconi in the Force India. Will we see an overtake at Cops? It looks unlikely as the McLaren just cannot catch or even compete with the Mercedes power unit in that Force India. But as you were saying, Mark, there is a train developing with Wave and Tail and Mr. Stim just behind.
Oh my God.
And Nitrogash won't be long as well to close up in this battle. So we go. Wave and Tail looks to go up the inside. It's a 3-way battle down Hanger Straight. And Wave and Tail Wave and Tail actually profited the most.
Oh, yes! Yes! We've been waiting for that for ages, and we're doing it at the bottom of the British Grand Prix. Thank you! Thank you! More of that, please. That's all we want. And I'll shut up on that one.
Yeah, Big Star on the back of the Renault coming through Abbey, trying to hold on to Wave and Tail, getting close enough for DRS.
Meg.
And quick comment from Killer Tactics, what a move! And also agreed by Rick, who mentioned that it was a nice move. So definitely move or overtake of the race so far, Mark.
Yeah, put that on the Instagram. Like after this tonight, Craig, do not do that as P1 on that one. But that was just absolutely fantastic. And you know what? Give them guys some points. If that's what to move, I'll give them what to moves on that one. And that is absolutely unbelievable. But the Bookster's closing in on Waventel for 7th place. We've got Mr. Sim closing in on the Bookster. Mr. Sim's gone wide.
Yeah, runs wide at Cops, picking up the dirty air from the Bigster. Nitro in the Ferrari, looks mighty through Maggots and Beckett's. Can they close down Mr. Stim? Oh, picking up the dirty air and understeering, really struggling with the front end coming through Beckett's.
Oh, the two false Indians side by side on Hanger Straight for 10th, 11th and 12th respectively. Oh, Jake, what a move! Oh, you beauties! Oh, where have this come from? Craig?
Yeah, and Fast Going decides he's had enough of these mediums and goes into the pits. And Sir Spud does pit on lap 17 and he goes on the super soft tyres. The question is, where is he going to come out on track? He'll certainly be quick late in the race, but where can he finish tonight's race?
He's just got out of 11th, Craig. Oh, the Bookster got there on the Flying Scotsman and Wavendell. I'll tell you what, this is absolutely intense. I want to try and get back to the McLugby and Shea battle here. Oh, but I want to see if the Bookster can do it with the McLaren car.
Yeah, Wave and Tail, despite that double overtake, just cannot break away from the McLaren boys at the moment. So the Bookster and Mr. Stim doing very well to hold on to the rear of that Renault.
Yeah, he's doing everything they can. And I'll tell you what, my throat's gone, Craig. My throat's gone after that. We might see a little. I just saw a little bit of a jiggle from Mr. Stim's car. I don't know if there was a little bit of a lag or what, I don't know, but I can't really say. But oh no, so Spud has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Well, Nitro.
Yeah, Spud pushing that car hard on the super soft. Nitro trying a cheeky little move up the inside.
Oh, go on.
Oh, can the Ferrari driver pull it off? He does. And he gets ahead of Mr. Stim, but Mr. Stim trying to come back at Vale. A little bit of wheel banging. Nitro Gash has inside.
Oh no!
Club as Mr. Stim just continues round the outside. And it looks as if Nitro Gash has actually went off track at the exit of Club after that wheel bang.
Yeah, I think I know what happened, Craig. I'll tell you what happened now. As you said, there was some wheel banging going on, and I think it was the last corner. I believe it was turn 17. So when they were wheel banging, Craig, you're about to say something there, Craig, sorry.
No, not at all.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to jump into McLugby or Bookster. I'll try and be as quick as possible, but because of the wheel banging situation, Stim went back onto to Nitro Gash. I mean, I could see need to see the replay properly, but it looked like Nitro Gash just lost the car, and hence with that wheel banging.
Yeah, Meg Lugpay all over the back of Shio on a run down towards the Hanger Straight, towards Stowe. Looks to go round the outside. Shio trying to get the elbows out to push him wide, but McLugpay goes right round the outside. So McLugpay moves up to second place, round the outside at Stowe.
What happened, Craig?
Yeah, McLugpay just tucked in behind the Williams along the DRS straight of Shio, and then just went round the outside of Shio. Shio trying to get the elbows out, trying to push McLugby as wide as possible, but McLugby just held the outside line and managed to take second place from Shio.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. We usually have Jeff Shreves on there, but we've got Craig. Thanks, Craig, for the important update on that one. Look on FIFA, shall we say, on that one. I'll tell you what, Giuseppe's closing on MJ Coupe. But what I've noticed, Craig, Giuseppe did lose a little bit of time, but also he has lost a little bit of connection on that one. So hopefully he will get back on track quickly as possible. Oh, Nitro. Nitro's retired on the pit lane. I think because of that wheel banging situation, I think that's what's caused him to retire. Or Giuseppe's closing in on MJ Coupe for 11th place pass.
Yeah, he's just spun all over the back of Mr. Stim and the approach to Cops as well. I thought he was actually going to go up the inside there, but Sir Spud thinking better of it. And looks as if he might wait for the hanger straight in the DRS zone.
Yeah, hopefully we'll hold on there. But, oh, just holding on, Giuseppe. MJ Coupe's gone a 3-second time penalty. I will say this, and he's going to hate me saying this, but if he can stop these penalties, he will improve a hell of a lot. Don't you agree, Craig?
Yeah, well, he's currently in 11th at the moment, just out with the points. But if penalties, certainly can ruin races, if he can clean that up a little bit, then certainly can put himself in contention for some serious points and results.
Definitely. Don't get me wrong, he's a good driver. Don't get me wrong, he is a really good driver. As long as he gets rid of those penalties.
Yeah, he's certainly a quick driver, and I'm sure that we'll see him in F2 before long.
Yeah. MJ Coupe's past Giuseppe. Oh!
Yeah, the Bigster trying to go round the outside of Waventel at Brooklands. He was picking up the toe all the way down the DRS zone, and he tries to go round the outside of Waventel at Brooklands, but he just could not pull it off.
Oh, Sir Spud, what a move! Past Lovefield. Side by side with Sir Spud and Mr. Stim. Past there, I thought fair play. And Sir Spud is just pulling off like no man's land now. He's going to try and close it on the Bookster, who's trying to battle out with Wave Intel for 6th place. Shayu's closing on Meg Lumpy in 2nd.
Yeah, he's trying to drive the wheels off that Williams. There's been a few times where he's ran off track, so possibly struggling with a little bit of understeer as well as dirty air. So he's doing everything he can to try and retake 2nd place from McLugby in the Renault, but he has Tedua in the Red Bull 4.3 seconds behind.
Bookster!
Tries to do it round inside at turn 18, but Waventel with the outside line is able to keep the pace down even more than that McLaren.
Giuseppe. Sorry, Craig. Giuseppe and MJ Coupe. These two are having a ding-dong battle here for 11th place. While you was watching that, Craig, that was just absolutely epic, but Giuseppe's trying to think, what do I need to do? This is a chance! Oh, it's clipped MJ Coupe, but he's went past. Oh, he's passed into 11th place now, but MJ Coupe might have the DRS. No, he hasn't. Giuseppe's got the DRS straight. Oh my God. Oh, MJ Coupe's only lost the braking point there. But carry on, Craig.
Oh, Sir Spud trying to put pressure on the Bookster. Oh, we're going to see him move up the inside of Cops. Sir Spud trying to go up the inside.
That was exactly the same as what happened with Fox Guardian a few years ago. A few seasons ago. That was epic. But Shay's moved on to 2nd. Past Meg Lugby. I'm not sure what happened there. But he moved up to 2nd.
Yeah, I think that was done at Stowe under DRS conditions. So Shire retakes 2nd place at the moment with 4 laps remaining.
Oh, fair play. If you just commented, guys, please enter your comments before the end of the race. We will do the interviews with the drivers, the top 3 drivers. At the minute, it could be Sab, Shayu and Meg Lugby. So, as things stand, obviously, depending on penalty situations as well.
Yeah, and with 4 laps remaining, please post your comments on who you think deserves the driver of the day.
Please, guys. That's all we ask. We don't ask for much. Do we, Craig? On. But here we go. Who's been your driver so far, Craig?
I'd have to go with Shio. Taking pole, fighting very hard with McLugpy. In a car that's maybe a bit down on performance with downforce. He's certainly done well, but let's not discount Waventel's double overtake as well in that Renault. Very impressive. So Gareth saying that Ted has run a very good race for fourth, and Koff feels that Shio and the Williams is his driver of the day.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, Craig, I would have gone for Saab because he's had a rotten season so far. I'm sorry to say that, but he has a shocker of a season. But that's just a big boost for his confidence for the rest of the season for his championship. For the championship at the minute, so fair play to him. And if he wins this, he deserves it.
And what's vital between the battle between second and third is McLugby has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. Waventel coming under pressure from the Bookster at the exit of turn 18, but Waventel maintains 6th place at the moment, goes defensive into turn 3, just misses the apex. The Bookster tries to throw it down in that gap, so the Bookster driving the wheels off that McLaren at the moment, and Waventel is trying to do everything he can to defend.
Yeah, I just want to say good evening to Nigel Gash, who's just finished the the Bookster! Oh, the Books! Oh, the Books! Oh my God, where are he? Hold on! Oh, I'll just say good evening to Nigel Gash. Obviously he has DNF'd, but obviously he was not happy with the situation with Mr. Stims of that. Obviously that wheel banging. Obviously, from what we've seen, and we have got it recorded anyway on that one. But oh my God, this is intense. But I think Ted's got a 3-second time penalty, if I remembered it right, aka
Yeah,
Tom.
that's right. Tom's just picked up a 3-second time penalty from race control as the Bookster continues to try and find a way past that Renault of Waventel down towards Hanger Straight, but Sir Spud on the super soft tyres, stuck behind both the McLaren and the Renault, unable to find any way past.
No. But Jake, Mr. Stim, coming up to club. Oh, what a move! Oh, Stim's holding on. Oh, he did not want to clash there. But what a move from Jake. Oh, what a move. But we got 3 laps left, Craig. We're watching the battle of Waventel, the Bookster, and Sir Stim. Sir Spud. Sir Stim. Sorry. Sir Spud on that one. But who do you reckon will get 6th out of them 3?
Well, it looks as if Waventel has actually got it covered off at the moment. He seems to have a little bit more power in the Renault, but Sir Spud on the Supers just cannot find any way past despite having the quicker and fresher tyre. So Waventel doing a fantastic job at the moment and defending very well against a hard charging the Bookster. So my money would have to be on Waventel at the moment.
I know why, Craig. Do you know why? 2 Flying Scotsmans. I understand. I knew that was going to happen.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
I've heard that before.
Just watching Waventel's performance the last few laps, he's come under a lot of pressure, but he's just positioned that Renault perfectly, trying to make the Bookster go round the outside. But if he can actually slow down in the corners, he could put the Bookster under pressure from Sir Spud, doing a Hamilton-Rosberg Abu Dhabi Grand Prix-esque performance.
I tell you what, if Sir Spud nicks 6th, double overtake, we won't hear the last of it. Oh, the Bookster's got a 3-second time penalty. So that means as long as Sir Spud hasn't got penalties, he will drop. He will drop at least.
Yeah, and that could actually drop him below Jake Warrior as well, who's only 1.7, approximately 2 seconds behind the Bookster.
Oh my God, here we go. Oh, Sir Spud's closing in.
Yes, I spun having a look up the inside at Brooklands. Not wanting to lose any front wing, he knows that he just needs to line both cars up, hopefully get a great exit out of Beckett's, possibly DRS, and get a move done in towards Stowe.
But it's a spud. Oh, this is the one where... Oh no, come on.
Yeah, will he go for the cut back on the inside of Cobbs if he can keep that power down? The Bigster trying to do this squeeze as we approach Maggots. Sir Spud lifts off slightly, allows the McLaren to open up a little gap ahead. But Sir Spud should just tuck in behind the Bigster, getting the DRS on the exit of Chapel and possibly getting a move into Stowe. The Bigster also has DRS, but the Red Bull mighty compared to the McLaren, and just behind is Jake Warrior.
Oh my god, I thought there was going to be a little bit of a wheel banging clash there. But Boogster's holding on for 7th. When we come to the last lap, oh my god.
Yeah, so Saab starts the last lap 26 of 26, holding on to a 5.7 second lead over second place driver Shio, who holds on to a 1.7 second lead over McLugpay.
Jake's coming closing in, but I don't think it's enough to catch up to at least battle out for 7th or 6th respectively. But as again, Craig, what a race.
Yeah, absolutely, and the main battle for the moment is at 6th position. So we've got Wave Intel, the Bigster and Sir Spud battling it out, hoping to improve on their current position, possibly taking 6th from Wave Intel, as is Jake Warrior, who's down in 9th at the moment, who started on the soft tyre, then went on the medium. So very interesting tyre strategy from Jake Warrior, but he's still up in the points and possibly going to gain even more with the Bigster holding on to a 3-second time penalty.
Oh my god, here we go, Craig. Where's Saab? Saab's coming up to the club now, and we want to say, well done Sunshine, well done, you have just won the British Grand Prix, well done mate, well done, fantastic drive. Going back to the Boogster now, TUF Sheo finishes 2nd in his first ever race of Invictus.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you there, Mal, but with penalties, Mick Lugpay moves up to 2nd. Oh, the Bigster trying to make a move down inside the Vale, and Jake Warrior's actually get past Sir Spud and DRS. So Jake Warrior moves up to 8th. The Wave Intel will cross the line in 6th. But actually drops down to 9th after penalty, so the Bigster does take 6th despite having those 3-second time penalty. Jake Warrior moves up to 7th after an earlier overtake with Sir Spud. Wave Intel takes 9th after penalty. Mr. Stim will take the final championship point. Giuseppe finishes in 11th with MJ Coop in 12th. Fascone should come across the line in 13th with SJD coming across in 14th.
And Notorious already finished in 15th as well, Craig.
So SJD will be the last car to cross the start-finish line, but fantastic drive from Saab in the Ferrari, taking the race win at his home Grand Prix.
You know what, Craig? That, as I said earlier, he's had a little bit of an unlucky season so far. To be fair, that is just a massive boost for him, don't you think, Craig, for his championship?
Yeah, absolutely. That will go miles to helping his confidence, certainly taking that top step.
Yeah,
but definitely. What an absolute fantastic race-long battle between McLugpay and TUF Shio. And it looks as if we might have that battle for the rest of the season. I certainly hope so. But absolutely fantastic driving from both drivers.
Shall we put a bet on, Craig, on that one?
I'm not doing too well with the bets at the moment, especially at the World Cup.
Okay.
So Saab does take the race win, followed by McLugpay in the Renault for 2nd. The final podium step goes to Shio, who takes 3rd on his very first race. Tejua takes 4th, with Nick Thompson taking 5th. The Bigster, after penalties were applied, gets promoted to 6th. Jake Warrior, after that overtake on Sir Spud, takes 7th. Sir Spud takes 8th. Wave Intel 9th. Mr. Stim takes the final championship point. As we mentioned, Giuseppe and MJ Coop down in 11th and 12th, with Fascone in 13th, SJD 14th, Notorious 15th, and the only retiree from the race was Nitrogash after an incident with Mr. Stim at turn 18. So an absolutely exciting race from start to finish. I certainly hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did in commentating it. And it was a great home Grand Prix, not only for us but for Sab as well, who takes the home Grand Prix victory. Next week, I believe we are in China, Malk. So we're back across to
Yes.
Asia for a very challenging Grand Prix. Certainly a challenging circuit and even more so challenging weather, but we've had fantastic weather for the British Grand Prix, and I certainly hope that we have that for next week.
Yeah. I've just invited Sab and Meg. I don't know if you've got TUF Shayo in your friends list.
Yep, certainly I
Um,
will. I'll send them an invite and hopefully that they can join us in the party for the after race podium interviews.
yeah, hopefully. We'll try and get them there as quickly as possible, guys. So, bear in mind, we are trying as quickly as possible. Um, I tell you what, Craig, can we watch that again?
Yeah, certainly I think that is worth the watching. Certainly a classic with that double overtake from Wave Intel. So hopefully we will be joined by race winner Saab, second place driver McLugpay, and final podium position driver Shayo. So not a bad way to introduce.
Yeah. Teams, make sure you get that set up. Craig, can you send that invite again for Shaya?
Yes, I'll certainly send that at the moment. So as we just wait for the drivers to make sure they've got the right settings for the interviews after tonight's race, we'll allow themselves a moment to gather their thoughts. So yeah, we've been joined by race winner Saab, second place driver McLugpay, and we hope to be joined by the third place driver TUF Shio. So firstly, we bring our attention to race winner Saab. Firstly, congratulations, your home Grand Prix victory. Certainly this season has been particularly difficult for you. How satisfying and how necessary is that race victory for yourself tonight, Saab?
It was a good win, yes, but it's probably not representative to what I can do because I've got the fastest car in the race. So hopefully I can prove to the lesser car how quick it can be in future races.
Yeah, certainly it was three DNFs that you've experienced thus far, and certainly that 12 points gained from the race victory will boost you right up, probably about maybe 14th, 13th, 14th on the grid. Do you feel that this race victory could actually prompt and almost kickstart the rest of your season?
I hope so because could not have got any worse, to be fair. um, I had a good season last season. I was able to progress on that, and it's obviously not going right for one reason or another. So hopefully, like I say, it can progress from here on.
Alright, thanks very much, Sab. We turn our attention to second place driver McLugpay. Certainly that race long battle between yourself and Shio. I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Shio?
Sheo, yeah.
Shio. So it looks as if you had a fantastic race long battle with Shio, and it looked as if you opted for a different strategy after the first pit stop. Did you feel fairly confident when you saw Sheo come out on the mediums when you'd actually opted for the soft McLugpay?
Firstly, congratulations, Sherry. You did beat me on track. I was just lucky that I had one less penalty than you. Um, Based on practice, I was very confident because I knew that I could make the softs quite comfortably, but then that wasn't banking on maybe going for God knows how many laps wearing out the front tyres. I was really close to getting a puncture at the end there. Um, so overall, it went well, and yes, I was confident going into the race.
Okay. And certainly with second place, it actually puts you on to 27 points. Do you feel at this stage, now that you're within touching distance of the big star and Nick Thompson, that you can actually start a championship bid and possibly become the first champion of Performance League, apart from Delange for a while? Do you feel that you can actually go on and win it now?
Well, as always, this league is always about what players are allocated fairly well. So again, after another result, I'm probably expecting a bit of another worse car for a couple of races. So I hope to overcome that and really try my best, because I agree with you. I do feel like there is a chance of mounting a decent total challenge. It's still pretty early yet. It's not even halfway though. So it's going to be difficult as well, particularly with new drivers like Shayo coming in, who's clearly very fast. And obviously Bookster and Nick, super fast guys as well. So it's going to be tough, but I do feel like there is a chance. Yeah.
And as you mentioned, we're almost at the halfway point. We have one race, which is the Chinese Grand Prix, before the season break. Have you got any plans for the season break to prepare you for the second half of the season?
No, not for Performance League. Obviously, I also race in Formula 2 League, and one of the races is rescheduled for the season break, so I'll be putting all my focus into that season break.
Okay, thanks very much, McLugby. We turn our attention to Shale. Welcome to the Performance League and Invictus, and not a bad way to introduce yourself. Beating McLugby on track for second, but just missing out on penalties. So how was your first race this evening, and did it go as well as you had thought?
But he was clean when he was behind me for about 5 laps. I think he didn't dive once, and he could have. And we're the same for now as well. Like literally could have dived the inside, he didn't. But yeah, I'm shocked that I had the pole. I didn't think I'd have a pole position, but then the Ferrari ruined my tyres on the start because I was trying to defend. And yeah, and then the same happened on the mediums because I was trying to defend from the knees off. So yeah, it was good race. Bit up in 7-10 on the last lap.
Yeah, look. It also looked as if you'd actually set the Williams up for straight line speed, because there was a few occasions we saw you run wide at Copse and really struggling through Maggots and Beckett's as well. Is that how you set up the Williams for tonight, for straight line speed to defend in the DRS zones?
Yeah. Obviously, I was, yeah, like you just said, I was struggling through Maggots and Beckett's, but obviously because I've seen, well, not like the cars now anyway, I wasn't familiar with, these guys' pace, but I needed some straight line speed, and like the help, but I ran off the track line on the straight line. I was shocked. Compared to real life, I mean,
Okay.
that's not that bad these days.
Okay. No, it's certainly progressed. So I just want to hand over to Mark for the podium interviews, just to see if Mark has any questions for you guys. So I'll hand over to my partner, Mark.
show you. First off, welcome to Invictus. Craig, have you got any more before we shoot off?
No, not at all. Just want to congratulate the guys, Saab, for taking tonight's first race win of the season. McLugby's second place and Shio's third place. So just want to thank you guys for joining us for the podium interviews. Also thanks to everyone who joined us for tonight's race stream, and we hope that you all join us for tomorrow's Eco Performance League races, as well as the Chinese Grand Prix next Tuesday prior to the mid-season break. So again, it's a good evening from myself. Thank you as always to Malk, and I hope that you all join us for round 6 next week.